Hello everyone, good morning. Our topic today is talking for stereotypes. This topic is significant. That's because we discussed together today about stereotypes in culture, how to deal with people, and how stereotypes spread fast, and what the ways to eliminate stereotypes. And finally, we are talking about advantages and disadvantages of stereotypes. But first of all, we need to know exactly what stereotypes meaning. I searched a lot on the internet to find a clear definition, and I found a lot. So stereotypes meaning our brain loves to put things into categories. It keeps all information we process nicely and organized, easy to understand. But sometimes we end up putting people into categories too. We discuss about their identity often before we even know who they are. This is called stereotypes. And it means to expect people to behave in certain ways. Culture stereotyping. What's the culture stereotyping? Culture stereotyping is when someone has an opinion on another person based on who they are, where they are from, or the language they are speak without know the individual. Let me tell you some examples about what I mean. Girls, pregnant in 16, illegal, drama starters, not successful, and boys, troublemakers, not successful, gang members, and illegal too. Black people, drug dealers or drug users, not smart, abusive. Let's talk about white people, rich, smart. These examples for culture stereotypes. And now I'm going to talk about gender stereotype. Gender stereotype is generalized view or preconception about attributes or characteristics or the rules that are performed by women and men. And the gender stereotype is harmful when it limits men's and women's capacity to develop their abilities, or pursue their professional career, or make choices about their life. This is about gender stereotypes. And we have a lot of examples about it, like bullying women, the difference between boys and girls. We have a lot of examples about gender stereotypes. Stereotypes. Age-based stereotypes can include an older people or seeing an older people, they are unable to understand the modern culture morals, or assuming they are incapable of performing to do physical tasks. For younger people, it usually involves people being condescending to people in their late teens or early 20 with assumption that they are naive and incompetent. Now, I'm going to talk about something that is really important, and I want from you to give me your attention. That's because we are talking about some words we have to make a spotlight on it. These words like stereotypes, prejudice, and discriminations. Each one of them have a different meaning. So I wanna to figure out with you about what the difference between each other. Now, I'm going to talk about the first one is stereotype. I know well, at the beginning of this video, we discussed a lot about stereotypes, but now is different. or is completely different, because we have to know what the difference between stereotypes and prejudice and discrimination. So I will talk about first one. Stereotypes can be based on race, ethnicity, age, sexual orientation, or gender, any almost characteristics that may be positive, usually about own or about one's own group, such as when women suggest they are less likely to make a complaint about physical pain. That's are often negative towards other group. Prejudice refers to beliefs, thoughts, feelings, and attitudes someone holds about group. Prejudice not based on personal experience. Instead, it is prejudgment originating outside actual experience. Finally, discrimination. Discrimination can be based on race, ethnicity, health, religion. I think the same meaning with the stereotypes, but here it has a different forms and categories. For example, like unfair housing practice such as relying to based hearing system. Now let's back to stereotypes and talking now about advantages and disadvantages about stereotypes. I know about advantages. It is very difficult to find more things or more steps or more strategies about advantages of stereotypes. Why do we stereotype? Because we get used to a very young age, seeing the world in terms of objects, animals, furnitures, a lot of things for this type. We have to rely on a variety cognitive shortcuts to get through our day. Cognitive shortcuts save us time, save us energy. That's the reason why do we stereotype. We see stereotypes in our life when we are very young. Stereotype, in fact, shortcuts taking unconsciously to help people to make decisions more easily and quickly. In this video, we include all things about stereotypes. We talking a lot everything, not exactly, but we at least talking about some important stereotypes. So like we talked a lot about stereotypes, cultural stereotypes, gender and age, and what the difference between discrimination and prejudice and a lot of things, and what the fact and why do we stereotypes. So I hope you will be enjoy with me. So thank you so much for watching me. Manar Bayoumi. Bye for now.